Not great. I just woke up. Belle had me up all night last night, man.
Why? What happened?
Well, because she took a nap yesterday. At 4. And slept for 2-3 hours. So of course, I'm like, all right, and I'm watching her, so I'm like, all right, it's my fault. Because I don't trying to wake her up. It just doesn't work. She either cries and whines and just falls right back to sleep. She tells me, I'm resting my eyes. I'm not sleeping. She gets all mad at me and freaks out on me and just goes back to bed. So I just left her alone. So when my girl gets home, I'm like, all right, I'll handle her. I'll put her to bed. I slept with her last night in her bed and everything. But she was up all night. And she knows not because, I don't know if you've ever experienced me when I'm sleeping and waking me up, but I'm not pleasant.
No, you're a fucker.
Yeah. So she would go out of her room and go wake up Liz to go change the channel while I'm laying in bed with her. And that still was waking me up because I got Liz with the fucking channel thing. Choo. Her complaining to Belle because she's like, come on, Belle, because Belle's picky and doesn't want to watch anything that's on the TV. Well, it's 4:00 in the fucking morning. There's not going to be any good cartoons on 4:00 in the fucking morning.
No.
So I'm like, oh god damn it. And I'm like, I woke up at 3, 5, 6, 7. Finally, I woke up. It was 8 o'clock, and I'm like, all right, I got a half hour to get the show ready because I wanted to start at 8:30. So needless to say, I wasn't fully prepared because instead of doing shit for the show yesterday, I let Victor play on it, and I watched Walking Dead marathon.
The Walking Dead?
Yeah, what a great show that is.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, it's awesome.
Notice the sarcasm.
Yeah, I know. I could tell. What do you mean? You don't like zombies, Noelle?
No, I don't like zombies.
Zombies are awesome.
I like romantic comedies and...
God.
Yeah, my boyfriend said bullshit. I like chick flicks, basically.
Yeah, I feel you, brother. Because, to go watching that... I mean, she likes that shit, too. And I'm like, oh, barf.
Oh, barf.
Yeah, barf, man.
Well, I think barf, Walking Dead.
No, man, that's some cool shit, and I actually hope I can find the song later on, because there's this great song about this guy. He turned down a blowjob to watch Walking Dead.
Huh?
Yeah, he turned down a blowjob to watch Walking Dead.
Can you do both at the same time?
I guess you could, but she didn't want to watch the show. It's the basis of the story in the song. So of course now she's feeling romantic, and this is a typical woman.
Okay.
Doesn't like the show. So now she's ready for sex. The guy hasn't had sex in so long. He's about to burst. Gets excited. The only thing he has to look forward to, his girl won't open his legs up, so the only thing he's got to look forward to is this goddamn show once a week. And all of a sudden now she's feeling horny.
All right then.
So,
do I have to discuss this with my brother?
What do you mean? I'm not. What are you talking about? I'm not asking you. I didn't ask you how many times you gave your man a blowjob. I'm talking about Walking Dead.
Okay.
What do you mean? What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The point is not because you're focusing on the sex. The point is not the blowjob. The point is.
Please enlighten me.
Women.
Women,
and they use sex to get what they want and whatever. And I guess what she wanted at the time was attention.
Okay.
You brought it up. Why don't you just do it there? That's a good point. Why didn't she do it right there? Let him watch it. If she really loved him, that's what she would have done.
Wow. If she really loved him, Robert?
Yeah.
How did you get that far into it?
If she really loved him, she would have gave him a blowjob while he watched Walking Dead. Now that would have been awesome.
Wow. Okay. Well, since you're getting on the topic of stereotypes and stuff, and on the topic of women and how they use sex as to get what they want, I mean, what's going through your mind about women?
What do you mean?
It's a stereotype.
Not a stereotype. That happened. He wrote the song because it really happened to him. That shit happens all the time. And it's not all women. I mean, you're right. It's a stereotype. You know, my girl don't use sex to get what she wants from me. She just tells me to do it. You know what I mean? But I mean that a lot of women do that shit, you know? That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm a little different. I refuse sex when I'm mad or, you know, something like that. I refuse. I don't usually get what I want because, I don't know.
Yeah, all women do that. Not all women do it, but all women have at least done that once. You know, I'm sure you, and actually, I already know you have, so.
How do you know? Why would you say that?
Because you're my sister. I'm not going to talk about it on air, but I know you have.
Alright, maybe in my previous life, that's what I call it, when I was doing drugs and shit, but that's different.
Right. Well, I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't want to bring that up, but I mean, so you have. You know, women use it to get what they want sometimes, you know, and they all have at least once. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You know, also we're also talking about, really what we're supposed to be talking about is the bad economy, and do you think that the internet is the cause of the bad economy? That makes you feel better. Get off women and sex.
I don't really have a big...
Uh-huh.
I don't really have an opinion on the internet and the economy.
Don't you think that the economy, the internet, is because of like, nobody wants to bring it up because I guess they love the internet so much. I don't know why.
It's a very controversial topic.
It's not even, like, it's a fact, because first off, you know, you don't see any CD stores around. Because why? Well, because you could get everything you want on the internet.
You don't see many what stores around?
There's no CD stores around anymore.
Oh.
Right? That's the first one that got the hit. Who else has felt it? You know, movies, DVDs, you know, all that shit, they're all feeling it. And they were the first ones because a lot of that shit you can get for free now. But, you know, but it's gonna be everybody because you don't even have to, like, you don't have to go out anywhere and do anything. Pretty soon there won't be any stores around. It'll just be all through the internet. It'll be...
A lot of people don't have the internet.
Yeah, not so far, but soon almost everybody has the internet now at this point, except for, like, other poor countries and shit. But almost everybody in America and most countries have the internet.
Well, if you can't afford it.
Who can't afford the internet? It's like cable now. Like, yeah,
who can afford a computer these days? I mean, I don't know. Computers are expensive.
I mean, you know, look, a laptop is a couple $100.
No, they're between, like, maybe $4,000 and, like, $2,000.
No, you can get a laptop for $200, $150. I sold mine for $150. I know
you
someone.
You can get a used one for that.
Yeah. Well, if you're poor and you know.
So.
You know, you're gonna get used. You know, if you have the money for a brand new one, sure. But you know, I mean, we get computers given to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we only have this computer. I'm only on this computer because it was given to us.
Mm.
You know, it was Every time our mom gets a new one, she gives us a piece of, you know what I mean? We'll get like this is a new monitor. The computer part we've had for a while, you know.
Mhm.
But the monitor is quite new for us. It's actually quite old, but it's new for us.
Right.
It's not the one that looks like a TV now. It's because that's the one we used to have. It looked like the old style, the TV one. One that looked like a TV. This one's like flat, you know.
Flat screen.
Yeah, flat screen. You know, and laptop. I'm telling you, you can get a laptop. You can look online and get a brand new laptop for like $200-300.
400 is the cheapest I saw it.
Really?
Well, between maybe 350.
Yeah. You know. And like we said, you can go on Amazon or eBay and friggin' and get one for cheaper than that. Perhaps someone bought a new one, someone better off bought a new one and they want to just get rid of their old one. You know? They're selling it for $150. Like I said, I sold my laptop for $150.
Why did you sell it?
Because I was a hobo. And hobos don't. What do hobos need with laptops?
What do they need laptops for, you mean?
Yeah, a hobo. You know what a hobo is, right?
A homeless person?
Yeah. What does a homeless person need with a laptop? They got nowhere to plug it in.
Okay.
So I sold it. Of course, then I was told that I wasn't a hobo, but I was. You were.
I was told that I wasn't a hobo.
Yes, so you weren't a hobo. What do you mean? I was told I wasn't allowed back home. So if I'm told I got to find somewhere else to live, and I'm on the road at the carnival, I'm walking around with this goddamn laptop. Like I don't know what to do with it. So I'm like, let me sell the goddamn thing before it fucking gets stolen out of my, you know, little thing I'm living in that you know doesn't even lock.
Wow.
You know, so I sold the goddamn thing. You know, I regret it now because a week later I was back home.
Yeah.
You know. But my point is you know, with everything just being so accessible on the internet, you know, that is going to be, the internet is going to be our downfall. But at the same time, like I got the story, this guy's going on and on and on about it. But he also says, yes, he thinks the economy, and because I Googled it last night, is the internet bad for the economy? And after he says a bunch of blah, 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 he goes, so in the end, do I think the internet is bad for the economy? Yes, the old economy. Point is, we need to make a new economy. You know what I mean? You got to stop thinking of the old ways, because you know, he brings up a point about you know, the gas thing and everything about the gas. He's like, yeah, look. He's like, I buy all this solar stuff and everything and save money that way. He's like, yeah, you know, he's going to put into the money. He's going to put money into the economy by buying all this stuff. You know, all the solar panels and all that. But in the end, it's going to hurt the economy because he's saving money and he's not dumping, you know, money into oil and gas. But at the same time, all these deaths of these CD stores and these the gas companies, once we all go solar eventually, the gas companies go down. All these big, huge juggernaut companies go down. It's going to hurt at first, but in the long run, new things will be born. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know, there's businesses after businesses on the internet being, you know what I mean? There's millionaires being made on the internet, right? Yeah, there is. Right. So, you know, it's gonna. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, everybody blames it on the bankers and the politicians, when I really think it's the internet. But at the same time, don't panic, because.
But the internet, I also think it's one big scam.
What do you mean?
in a lot of ways. I mean, everything seems to be a scam on the internet.